Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Wanda. Hi. In this video, I'll be using this PU Deep Winter HTV Sheets Pack. This is a 14-piece 12 by 12 sheets pack. The sheet pack is designed to bring elegance and uniqueness to the fabric projects. It features a range of rich, beautiful shades designed to complement a variety of fabric types, including cotton, polyester, and cotton blends. I'll be using 3 beautiful colors from this packet for this tutorial. I'll give you a little glance of what some of the colors in here look like. And now let's head over to Design Space. On the search bar, I'll be typing in Plant Lady. Once it opens, I'll be selecting Images. And once I'm here, I'll scroll down and find a design I like. And I like this one, so I'll select that. I want to see how it looks on a tote bag, and I love it, so I'll add to canvas. Select View. I'll keep that same size, so I'll select Make. You can save it as a project. In my case, I won't. I'll select to work on a mat, 12 by 12, and continue. So we have 3 mats we'll be working with. We need 3 different color vinyls. You can also move them to the same mat, but in this case, I'll just keep it the way it is. Lastly, select Continue. Now let's cut our vinyl to size. Once it's cut, you can put it on a mat, so you can start to cut your material. When cutting heat transfer vinyl, always make sure to put your vinyl shiny side down. This shiny side is also called the carrier sheet. The dull adhesive side of the HTV will be the one that gets cut. Alright, here's our material cut. Now it's time to do the weeding. I'll be using this TeckWrap pin pen. This is my favorite weeding tool. Now before I begin to do the weeding, I'll just remove the vinyl from the mat. Since I can see I have some vinyl I can save for a future project. Anything you can save can come in handy later. An easier way to remove the vinyl from the mat is just turning it around and pulling the vinyl down and your mat up. Let's bring the cutter in. Make sure to cut the vinyl straight and to cut the right side. Now let's do the other piece of vinyl. Put the vinyl in and then cut. Here's the vinyl that I will be saving. I could always use it for a name or flowers later in a different project. Now let's do the weeding. Poke on a corner and then lift the unwanted vinyl piece. Just continue to pull it off. This will get rid of all the unwanted vinyl. But be very careful not to pull any vinyl that needs to stay down. This vinyl is so smooth and easy to weed. Here's our first piece. Now let's go to the second vinyl and weed. But first I want to cut off the excess since I don't want to waste any vinyl. So before weeding your vinyl, if you have any pieces that you can save, go ahead and save it for another project. Even if it's a small piece, you can always use it for names. And now back to the weeding part. And this is how easy it is to weed this vinyl. It is just so easy. All right, now I'm just going to get these small pieces, making sure I don't forget any, and all done. Now to put the design together, although I'm still missing one last piece. So this is how it's going to look. Let's get this last piece. This is a small piece though. And let's get the inside. All right. Here's our little flower. This goes here. And that's how the design should look. Now to get it on the tote bag. I'll be using a white tote bag just because I think it looks perfect with this design. To press the design, I'll be using this TeckWrap mini heat press. It's got 3 different temperature settings: 284, 320, and 374. I'll be using the high one, which is the 374 Fahrenheit. Since this is a tote bag, normally I need to have my temperature pretty high in order for the vinyl to apply on my tote bag. So I'll start off by using a 374 Fahrenheit temperature. But that is my choice. You can use whatever temperature works for you. This is the one that works for me. To turn your iron on, just hold down the button like this and then select the temperature setting you need. I'll set it here, and once it heats up, it'll let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to make sure I have the same distance on each side. That way I know my design is centered. And I needed to move it over a little bit. So I think now it's perfectly centered. Now I could start to remove some of the pieces so that I can start pressing it. Heat press is warm. So now I'll just move this up here and start pressing the design. I'll do small round movements just like this for about 10 seconds on each piece. Now remember, my heat press is set to high temperature setting since I'm pressing a tote bag. These tote bags are normally pretty thick, and when you try to press any design on them, it gives you a little bit of a hard time. Before removing the carrier sheet, make sure it cooled down and then proceed to remove it. Be very careful. And now I'll be placing the next layer. So far, it's looking good. All right, now I'll bring in some parchment paper. This is just to protect the vinyl from the direct heat. To press the vinyl, make sure to always move your heat press. Just like this. One thing I want to say is I really love using this mini press. It is the perfect size for projects like this one. And I love how it glides so easily. It is very comfortable holding it. Now I'll just be removing this very carefully. It's looking very good. All right, we still have this one last piece. This goes right here. All right, let's bring in the parchment paper one more time. Let's press this. And let's give this a last press. I'm just making sure the vinyl adheres to the Canva tote bag. And now we're all done. Let's remove the parchment paper. Love how this vinyl looks. It's beautiful. Let's remove the carrier sheet. And now let's just press everything. Make sure to place the parchment paper over it. All right, we're all done. This is how it turned out. Look at this. It looks beautiful. And if you watched to the end and you liked the video, don't forget to give us a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.